In the beginning, there was only fire, a planetary ocean of incandescent rock where the very ground you stand on was yet to be born. Asteroid impacts of unimaginable force reshape the surface, churning the magma seas in a slow-motion ballet of violence. From above, the young world was a tapestry of liquid stone, rivers of fire-carved channels into a landscape of pure energy, a planet defining itself. And from this chaos, the first bones of the world were forged. Mountains erupted from the magma, the titanic plates of the earth stirring to life. The first solid ground, a thin black crust forming on the cooling lava, cracking under the strain of creation, the very first stone. A new landscape emerged, a stark world of absolute contrast. Jagged shadows cast by rivers of light, the first permanent scars on a virgin world. And the air itself was thick with promise, a toxic cocktail of ash and gas, the primordial scent of a world preparing for the miracle of life. And then, a new element arrived. The first rains fell, not as a gentle shower, but as a billion sizzling explosions, as water met fire in a battle for the world's soul. For eons, a global shroud of steam enveloped the planet. The sun was a ghost, a distant memory in a suffocating, ethereal gloom. The two great oceans met, one of water, one of rock. At their border, a continent of steam rose where the world was being remade, drop by drop. From the chaos, the first permanent lands emerged, vast continents of black, volcanic rock, standing silent and barren beneath a storm-racked sky. Slowly, the great steam blanket began to part, and for the first time, the young Earth beheld its constant companion, a brilliant, looming moon. The planet's fiery heart still beat fiercely. Volcanic islands burst forth from the deep, seeding the new oceans with the raw minerals of creation. And the clouds did indeed carry the scent of creation, a mix of water vapor and volcanic breath, pierced by the first hopeful rays of a cleansing Sunday. With water came motion. The first rivers began to flow, carving their stories into the soft, warm rock, writing the first chapters of erosion and change. From the void, a new world appeared. No longer a ball of fire, but a world of blue oceans and gray-brown lands, a jewel beginning to polish itself in the sunlight. A moment of profound peace. Vast warm seas stretched to the horizon, their steamy breath rising into skies painted with the colors of a quiet dawn. The young world grew a skeleton of stone. Mighty mountain ranges clawed their way towards the sky, their jagged peaks testing the thin, cold air. After the rain, a barren, muddy plain. In the still puddles, the sky was perfectly reflected, a world of potential, waiting in a looking glass. Light and shadow now danced across the landscape. The low sun cast long, dramatic shadows, revealing the contours of a world no longer defined solely by fire. A global ocean, calm and immense. The fury of birth was subsiding, leaving behind a serene, beautiful, and utterly lifeless world. And in a quiet tidal pool, warmed by a sun it could not yet feel, the water held only salt and stone. The stage was set. The ingredients were mixed. The cradle was empty, but ready. Vast deserts of black sand stretched beneath an alien sky. A world of breathtaking beauty, yet utterly silent, untouched by any footstep. Beneath the waves, a garden of stone. Crystalline seas revealed seabeds of vibrant minerals, an abstract masterpiece, waiting for an audience. Then the silence was broken. Celestial fire struck the face of the deep, a momentary flash illuminating the infinite, empty waters. In sheltered basins, the planet's lifeblood seeped to the surface. Geothermal springs painted the land in unearthly colors, chemistry made visible. Water, the patient sculptor, carved deep canyons, revealing the vibrant history of the world, written in layers of stone. A story without words. Sunsets of unimaginable beauty washed over the tranquil ocean. A perfect peace settled upon the world, a peace of profound emptiness. Mornings arrived, cloaked in mystery. Thick fog swallowed the hills, hiding a landscape that held its breath, keeping its secrets. At night, the heavens put on a silent show. Meteor showers, the last remnants of creation, streaked across the stars, their glory reflected on a mirror, still sea. Below the surface, the planet's fiery past persisted. A volcanic eruption distorted the light from above, a reminder that the world's violent heart still beat. Where river met sea, life's future laboratory was formed. Intricate deltas fanned out, their complex geometry a blueprint written by water and time. The cosmos wheeled overhead, indifferent to the silent world below. The Milky Way spun its ancient clock, measuring eons of solitude. A single, perfect puddle. In its reflection, the entire sky was held a universe in miniature, containing everything and nothing at all. The eternal rhythm. Waves crashed upon a barren shore in a relentless, hypnotic cycle. Water, rock, and foam, the only elements of a pristine world. Immense plains lay under the watch of an even more immense sky, a theater of colossal scale, its stage set, but the players had yet to arrive. And the wind, the breath of the world, began its work. Gently, it gathered the dust of continents, the very minerals of possibility, and carried them out to sea. Light, the great energizer, pierced the depths. And in its beams, we see them not yet life, but its ingredients, dancing in the water, waiting for a spark. In the planet's warm chemical baths, the first experiments began. Bubbling clay and superheated water mixed the primordial soup in the very cradles of life. Along the shores, nature built its first laboratories, tidal pools where sun, water, and rock met in a perfect cycle of concentration and change. The rivers became veins, carrying the dissolved essence of the continents, the vital building blocks on a slow, purposeful journey to the sea. From the abyss, black smokers poured forth a wealth of minerals and energy, fueling a hidden chemical revolution in the eternal dark. In sun-drenched lagoons, the waters grew rich and potent, a nourishing broth gathering strength under the light that would one day power it all. And on the microscopic stage, the invisible dance quickened. Molecules assembled, broke apart, and reformed in an endless, chaotic waltz towards complexity. The great cycles were now in motion. Rain fed the rivers, rivers fed the oceans, in a constant, planet-wide circulation of possibility. A new day dawned on a world transformed. The air was clear, the waters calm. The stage, after billions of years, was finally set. In a single drop of water hung the entire future, a universe of potential contained within a perfect, fleeting sphere. From the void, a vision of breathtaking beauty, a blue marble swirled with white, a testament to chaos tamed into a world of immense promise. Even the foam on the waves now held a secret. The lingering bubbles were tiny chemical reactors, churning the organics of the new age. Deep within the earth, beauty of a different kind grew. Crystals, a testament to nature's inherent drive towards order and complex structure. The clouds, the great distributors, continued their eternal work, carrying the scent of creation across a world now ripe for its arrival. All the elements converged. In a quiet, isolated pool, the conditions were perfect. The trigger awaited. The miracle was imminent. From the heavens, a final gift, a rain not of water, but of complexity, seeding the oceans with the last pieces of the puzzle. The long, violent childhood of the earth was over. What remained was no longer a crucible of fire, but a cradle of hope. It was waiting. And then, in the swirling chaos of chemistry, a new pattern emerged, a self-sustaining reaction, a spark. The line between chemistry and biology was crossed. The long prelude was over. The story of life was about to begin.